Hi everyone, by the way, I am Carlo Alvasin, and in this video, I am going to present to you the cry of Balintawak or Pugad Lawin. Sa istorya ng Pilipinas, ang cry of Balintawak or Pugad Lawin ay isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit tayo nagtatamasa ngayon ng kasalinlan sa mga banyagang Espanyol. Ito ang naging dahilan o naging daan upang tayo ay makalaya mula sa pagkasakop sa mga kamay ng mga banyagang Kastila. So, sa video na ito, tatalakayin natin kung ano ang cry of Balintawak or Pugad Lawin, ang iba't ibang bersyon ng cry of Balintawak or Pugad Lawin, at sino ang napasimuno sa pag-aaklas laban sa gobyerno ng Espanyol. At pagsasamahin natin ang pagkakaiba at pagkakapareho sa bawat version, at kung kailan ba talaga ito naganap at kung saan ito naganap. At sa dulo naman ng video na ito, tatalakayin natin ang mga realization patungkol sa cry of Balintawak or Pugad Lawin. The late 19th century was a period of revolution in the Philippines. During this era, different movements and organizations were formed. One of the most notable groups who fought against the Spaniards was the Kataas-Taasan, Kagalang-Galangang Katipunan ng mga Anak ng Bayan, or KKK. The Katipunan was a revolutionary Filipino nationalist association founded by Andres Bonifacio in 1892. They aimed to gain independence from the Spanish colonizers and advocated violent and immediate measures against the Spaniards. The Katipuneros works in secrecy. However, the Spaniards discovered the organization in August 19, 1896. Pedro Patiño, a Katipunero, told his sister Honoria about the existence of the revolutionary organization. Honoria was upset about this news and disclosed the information she had to Mother Superior Sor Teresa de Jesus. She was the head of the orphanage in Mandaluyong where Honoria was staying. One thing led to another, and the news reached the parish priest of Tondo, Father Mariano Hill. He then went to the location with several Spanish soldiers and retrieved pieces of evidence that proved the existence of the Katipunan. Some Katipuneros were arrested. This sudden turn of events led to one of the most notable acts in the Philippine history, the cry of rebellion. Journalists of the 19th century called the start of revolution as El Grito de Rebelión, or cry of rebellion. The term cry was originally referred to the clash between the Katipuneros and the Guardia Civil. This momentous event happened on August 1896, northeast of Manila. It was a turning point of standing up against the Spanish colonizers and overthrowing their regime. However, controversies arise as to when and where the significant event took place. Teodoro Agoncillo, considered one of the most important historians of our time, and had been included in the roster of the Order of National Scientists in the Philippines by President Ferdinand E. Marcos, stated that the cry started when Andres Bonifacio tore the community tax certificates or cedula before the Katipuneros. On the other hand, others believe that it was when Aguinaldo commissioned the Himno de Balintawak after the Pact of Biak na Bato failed. A monument for the heroes of 1896 was built at the corner of Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, or EDSA, and in Bonifacio Drive North Diversion Road. During that time, until 1962, the cry of Balintawak was celebrated on the 26th of August. There are various sources who gave different dates and places regarding the cry. Lieutenant Olegario Diaz, a Guardia Civil, stated that it happened on August 25, 1896 in Balintawak. Santiago Alvarez, a Katipunero and the son of Mariano Alvarez, claimed that the cry happened on August 24, 1896 in Bahay Toro in Quezon City. Pio Valenzuela, another Katipunero, said that it happened on August 23, 1896 in Pugad, Lawin. Filipino historians also have different claims. Teodoro Calao said that it happened on the last week of August 1896 in Kangkong, Balintawak. Gregorio Zaide claimed it took place on August 26, 1896 in Balintawak. On the other hand, Teodoro Agoncillo based his claims on Pio Valenzuela's statements. Milagros Guerrero, Manuel Encarnacion, and Ramon Villegas claimed that the event happened on August 24, 1896 in Tandang Soros Barn located in Gulud Barangay Banlat, Quezon City. Analysis of the primary sources of the cry of rebellion from the perspectives of Guillermo Masangkay and Pio Valenzuela. There are two primary sources with different claims. Guillermo Masangkay and Pio Valenzuela. They were both eyewitnesses, but there is an obvious disagreement on their claims about the place and time of the occurrence of the cry. Guillermo Masangkay's account of the cry. Guillermo Masangkay was Andres Bonifacio's friend and advisor. He was born on June 25, 1867 in Tondo, Manila. According to him, the cry took place on the 26th of August, 1896. From then, the date and time stated by Guillermo has been the official stance to when and where the event took place. He had testified that during the event, a big meeting was conducted at the place of Apolonio Samson, Cabeza of Balintawak, Caloocan. Including Andres Bonifacio, important delegates had also attended the meeting. Emilio Jacinto, Agueda de Rosario, Tomas Rio, Villadio Pantas, Teodoro Plata, Pio Valenzuela, Enrique Pacheco, and Francisco Carrion. They were the leaders of the Katipunan and board directors of the organization. There were also delegates from Bulacan, Cabanatuan, Cavite, and Morong. The meeting was spearheaded by Andres Bonifacio and opened the discussion at about 9 o'clock in the morning, while Emilio Jacinto acted as secretary. The primary agenda of the meeting was the time of the uprising to be taken into action. Plata, Pantas, and Valenzuela opposed the idea, for it is too early for the rebellion for them. Amidst the discussion, Bonifacio went outside and appealed to the people, saying speech. You remember the fate of our countrymen who were shot at Bagumbayan. Our organization has been discovered and we are marked men. If we don't start uprising, the Spaniard will get us anyway. What then you say? The people responded, revolt. Bonifacio asked the pledge of the people and told them that the sign of Spanish slavery to Filipinos were the cedulas. He said, if it is true that you are ready to revolt, I want to see you destroy your cedulas. It will be a sign that all of us have declared our severance from the Spaniards. Pio Valenzuela's account of the cry. Pio Valenzuela was born on July 11, 1869. He was a Filipino physician and revolutionary leader. He was the vice president of the Katipunan at the outbreak of the revolution and had been the provincial governor of Bulacan in the early 1920s. In his statements, he stated several dates of the important events prior to the enactment of the cry. On August 19, 1896, Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Jacinto, Procopio Bonifacio, Teodoro Plata, and Agueda del Rosario arrived at Balintawak. On August 20 of the same year, Pio Valenzuela arrived on the place. On August 22, 1896, 500 Katipuneros, including Belicio Pantas, Alejandro Santiago, Ramon Bernardo, Apolonio Samson, and others met at the house of Apolonio Samson at Kangkong. On August 23, 1896, the debate to whether the uprising starts on August 29, 1896 or not was carried out in Pugad, Lawin, in the yard of Juan Ramos, son of Ventura Aquino, where 1,000 Katipuneros were gathered. After the meeting, many of those present had turned their sadula and shouted, "Long live the Philippines! Long live the Philippines!" So, ayon sa mga nabasa, maraming version ang first cry. May kanya-kanya silang petsa at lugar na kung saan ay hindi magkakapareho. Pero ayon sa aking pananaliksik, marahil magkakaiba sila ng mga testamento dahil sa araw ng pag-aaklas ay palipat-lipat ng lugar at bakit sila nagkakaiba-iba. Pero ayon naman sa isang primary sources na kay Guillermo Masangkay na ang first cry ay naganap sa Balintawak at yun din naman ang dineklara. At tungkol naman kay Pio Valenzuela, sinabi niya nung una na ang first cry ay naganap sa Balintawak. Subalit iniban niya ang kanyang testamento at dineklara niya na sa Pugad, Lawin ito naganap. Pero naman sa realization, ang aking pananaw, hindi naman importante kung saan naganap ang unang sigaw o first cry. Bagkus ang mahalaga ang mga naganap noong pag-aaklas ng ating ninuno na si Andres Bonifacio na kung saan pinagtanggol ang ating kalayaan sa makamay ng Kastila na nagresulta naman sa ating kaslinlan